Hello everyone. As promised, I am doing a video review of my Airbnb that I am staying at in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, I did stay in two other Airbnbs on my trip. I stayed in one in Charleston, South Carolina, and one in Washington, D.C. I did a review of the one in DC, which technically was a hotel. It was a room in a hotel that I got via Airbnb. I did not do one of the Charleston Airbnb because technically it is the owner's home. I basically rented a room in their home, and for privacy, I did not do a review video. But I will say, that one was wonderful. I had my privacy. I did actually get to meet one of the owners there and speak with them. Everything was very clean. Amenities available, like little toiletries in case you left something behind. And so that one was a great experience. The hotel obviously was a good experience. However, this one, this is the bad. So I think the name of this building is Grand Arcade. I could be wrong. I noticed on Airbnb there are multiple Airbnbs in this building, and they're not all by the same owner. So if you go on Airbnb and you find this one, or you find this building, they may not all be like this. I think it just is the owner of this one may not care. But I wanted to show all of you, when I got here, the worst thing was getting into this place. It was a nightmare. You have one main door, which just opens. You can just open that. You have a keypad. You had to put in the keypad code, or the code on the keypad. And then there's a timer to get the second door open. Well, keep in mind, I have on a big coat, I have on my backpack, I have a bag in one hand, and I have my luggage in the other hand. So, and the person who owns this one gave me the instructions of how to get from point A to point B in here. So I knew there was a timer. Made it through the second door. And then when you go through the second door, there are stairs that go down, and then you have another door. And so when I get to this third door, it's locked. And it is like 3:34 in the morning, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Did I just lock myself into this lobby? And so I thought, okay, well, maybe the timer on the keypad is for the second and third door. So I left my luggage by the third door, went back upstairs to the first door and put in the keypad, and then went running to the third door to catch it. Elevators are right there. Take the elevators up, and then you have multiple hallways and stairwells and more hallways and more stairs to go down. And when you have luggage, stairs are a nightmare. They're a nightmare. So I made it to the Airbnb, the actual room. Technically, it is a loft. It is an apartment loft, and I'll show you here in a second the entire thing. But when you get to the door, there was a keypad. Again, I was given the code. And if you notice on the keypad, there's two numbers per button. I wasn't sure if I just push the button or I have to push one side of the button, but I put in the code like 5 or 6 times. It wasn't working. I was starting to panic because I'm like, I've made it this far. I'm trying to get in. How am I going to get in? Finally, I thought, okay, I'll push the code in, and then I'll push the little lock button and see what happens then. And that worked. That opened it. But got in here and realized that this place is gross. It is so gross. So the pictures make the place look really nice, and overall it could be very nice, but I can tell this place has not been cleaned in a minute. When you first come in, this is the front door. There's a couple of little hooks there if you need to hang like a lightweight jacket or some keys. And I do have my stuff strewn out already, so you're gonna see my stuff all over the place. When you come in, you do have a little bench. So I have my coat, my souvenir bag, and then you come down this way. It's a little hallway kind of deal. And you come to the kitchen. Now, I will give kudos to this. This kitchen is pretty well equipped. I mean, you have microwave, coffee makers, all kinds of different appliances that you might want in a kitchen. You do have some silverware there, basic kitchen stuff. You have some bigger pots and pans up there, spatulas and stuff. So for a kitchen, I'm not going to show you the whole kitchen, but for a kitchen, this one's nice. It does have a lot of stuff. Now, I did notice, I was kind of curious after looking at everything else in the Airbnb and how dirty things were. I was concerned about the microwave, because a microwave is a good way to tell if something is dirty or not. It's clean, however, it's scrubbing on the counter. I don't know if you can see, there's a lean to this microwave, and I thought it was the cable, but it's not. The cable is out of the way, so I'm not quite sure why there's a lean, but you're going to be scrubbing the counter if you need to open the microwave. It does have a dishwasher and of course a stove. The fridge, now I do have my water and juice in the fridge, but other than that, big fridge, tons of room. Freezer, you have ice packs, various ice contraptions. Then you have a closet right here. And I was thinking, okay, this is a good closet for hanging a coat or something like that. And technically it is. However, you have a bunch of cleaning supplies in here, so you take a chance on your clothes that you're hanging up rubbing on a dirty dustpan or falling into a mop bucket. From there, you have a nice open floor plan. So you have more of a living room area where you have your TV, a dining room area, and then right over here is a little table and chairs if you wanted to study or get some work done. It's big, it's spacious, lots of room. If you need more storage for clothes or whatever, you could put them in there. Now, this Airbnb, it says that it will hold 4 people. That means 2 people on the bed, 1 person on the couch, and I guess they have an air mattress available that you could blow up and put down here, but not exactly advertising. Maybe 2 adults and 2 kids, but as adults, wouldn't really want to do that. Unless it's like a party day. Maybe you're going to be in Cleveland for a Cleveland Browns game and it's a group of you and you don't care, then this is perfect. But anyway, some other features here. Now, it did say on Airbnb that there are board games. There's only 2, Monopoly and Scrabble. Got a little bit of a sound system. I would have no idea where to begin on working that because it looks ancient. Kind of a small TV given the fact that there's this huge wall here. It does have a like locking cabinet here. And if you needed to use it, you're gonna have to get out all of the supplies where they built it first. But yeah, there's the kitchen right there. Does have nice big table that you can serve. And it looks like on this table there might be some dog hair. There's like a hair right there. Looks like animal hair. Which doesn't surprise me. So we come back the way we came, down this hallway. Oh, before I get down the hallway, I want to show you, there is this huge ceiling fan with a light, and I cannot get the light to work. I can't. There is a light switch right here. That doesn't work. There's one right here that I think is supposed to go for it, but it doesn't work. So it tries, you can hear it clicking and it tries, but it actually doesn't even come on. Yeah, not great. So back down the hallway, which I knew I would spend more time in the bedroom and bathroom area because I'm only here for 2 days. Again, steps to drag my luggage up. So you go up here to the bedroom. Again, I've got my stuff already out. And you have just a bed. You do have a box fan should you need it. And on this side is a nightstand. There are kind of like little cubbies up there if you need it. Come on this side, you have garbage can. I'm gonna turn this around. And you have a little small chest of drawers right there. Just off of that, and I have to show you this door scrapes on the floor, but behind it is a closet. Again, you're thinking I want to hang stuff up. Okay, let's turn this light on. There's the light that is hitting the air conditioning when you pull it. But again, a closet, if you want to hang stuff up, it'd be great, except you've got all this junk all in the way. I mean, it's nice to have like an ironing board and have extra linens. Plenty of towels right there, but there's really no like hand towels or washcloths in here. Do have an iron right there, extra toilet paper if you need it. Some extra pillows, some curtains, furniture, like, oh, here's the air mattress. There's the air mattress. There's like a little folding table if you need it. I mean, it's nice to have this, you know, there's 2 extra chairs, but I don't know. I feel like if you're going to have this and the cleaning supplies taking up the room of both closets, then maybe try to condense and get them all into one closet or find another way to store them. Now I have to show you this because I find it to be hilarious. So I'm going to try to angle this camera so that you can see. Bear with me. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Look at this. Look at this bed. Okay. It is like to my waist. About 1 inch or 2 away from my waist. Now, I am 5'4". I'm short, but I'm not that short. I'm about average height for a woman. But look at this. I can't sit on this bed. Like, how do I get up here? I could try to put my foot on here and push myself up, but I don't want to do that. So last night, the way I got in the bed was had to lean back, put my foot on the wall, and push myself into this ridiculous bed. I mean, who has a bed that tall? That makes no sense. And then here's another little thing. So when you're laying in the bed here, you have the outlet down here for your phone, which show you. I can put my phone right here, but heaven forbid I drop my phone from this height. And the nightstand is on that side of the bed, but there's no outlet. Well, it is an outlet, but it's taken up by the nightstand, like you can't plug in. So I plugged my phone in, but then I had to lean off the bed to be able to use it while it's still plugged in. Yeah, that was not fun. Again, you do have some storage right there. So like I put my phone there and took a chance on it completely falling in the middle of the night. And when I first got here, I put my stuff down. I wanted to use the bathroom because I had been holding it on the train. Now, again, I have all of my stuff out in this bathroom. Basic bathroom, general bathroom, shower, toilet, sink, some towels. Again, no hand towels, no washcloths, just a bunch of towels. I came in here to use the toilet and went to pull the toilet paper off the roll to use it, and the roll was already empty at that point. So they obviously did not put a fresh roll or even a halfway done roll of toilet paper. They just put a done roll of toilet paper on the toilet paper holder. Underneath the sink is more cleaning supplies. There is a scale, although I probably would never use that. And a lot of counter space, so I have all of my makeup and stuff set out. Hey, you do have some little cabinets here. There's some 2-in-1 shampoo, a little sewing kit, which is kind of nice, but this is what I find funny. A little thing of Q-tips, 4 whole Q-tips in this little case. Why? I don't understand that. I mean, obviously it was probably left from someone who stayed here before, but throw it away. Like, why have that in there? And I know you're probably thinking, well, Vanessa, this place looks really nice. About to show you the details. All right, number 1. Burnout bulb, bulb lit, burnout bulb lit. 3 different colors for or different shades of light for these lights. Other than that, go to the shower. I have my thing hanging up in the shower, and I'm hoping you can see this. The lighting in here is not the best. Up here at the top and all down here is very nice and clean. This area where the water hits it, look at the grout. It's black, which is kind of gross. And I know, like, showers, it's hard to keep showers clean, especially grout, but if you're gonna have an Airbnb, I would say probably every 6 months at the very least, go in and really do a deep clean on this grout. Maybe it's overdue. I'll give them the benefit of the fact, but not quite sure what's going on with that. I'm assuming that it's gonna keep debris from going down the drain. I have yet to use this shower. The owner said that there was some setup with how to work the shower, and last night I was so exhausted, I was like, no, I am not going to try to figure this shower out. To me, if your shower requires instructions, change out, you know, whatever it is. Now, maybe they're renting this place, they don't own it, and I can understand why, but Yeah, that if I was going to have an Airbnb place to rent out, I wouldn't want to rent one that has a shower that has to have instructions come with it. Okay, from there, so I'm not going to really zoom in on some of this, but when I first got here, on the sink faucet was a long black hair. Not mine. I don't have black hair. So that was greeting me when I first got here. And then when I went to use the toilet, there is hair hanging off the toilet. There's hair everywhere. Now, I have hair, I shed like a dog, but whenever I travel, I try to clean up after myself. But for this to be an Airbnb, there should not be hair everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean I'll see if I can show you at least this. So this is one of the drawers. And I don't know if you can see, there is hair all right there. I put my bags, my packable cubes over here to the side where it was pretty clean, but that is hair. That does not belong to me in this drawer. And it got me to thinking. I was like, okay, there's hair on the sink, hair in the drawer, hair hanging off the side of the counter. I'm gonna kind of look at the floor. And so, because I do travel a good bit and stay in, hostels, that sort of thing, I always try to bring flip-flops with me. And it's a good thing I did. Let me see if I can find, yep, still there. Come down the hallway, and there is this giant wad of hair and string. And you can see there is hair and dust all over this floor. Will not be going barefoot. So obviously they have not swept this place in a while. They have not cleaned out the drawers. They have not cleaned the shower. But on top of that, the bed. Now, if you watched my video where I was in New Jersey and I did a review of the hotel room, my first thing I do when I try to get to a place is look at the bed and make sure there's no grossness, no bugs, anything like that. And that's not my hair. Like, there's just dirt and it's just kind of nasty with this thing. I mean, there's like hair all in this bed, and I did not want to sleep on that. Now, normally if I'm like staying in a hostel, I will carry my sleeping bag liner to where I can sleep in that and not have to worry about this. But I thought, surely Airbnbs, they're going to be nice. I'm not going to need that. This is why I pack everything in the kitchen sink, so that I don't have to say, I wish I had my sleeping bag liner. So what I ended up doing is, I'll turn the camera around. The comforter itself seemed pretty nice. Kind of shook it out, and I just left the comforter on the bed, pulled it all the way up to cover the pillow, and then I took the other half of the comforter and pulled it across, and that is how I slept. I slept in pajamas, like full pajamas, because I was like, I do not want this touching me. Couple of other little things that I found, because if you're going to have an Airbnb, you want things to be nice. Can't hang anything on this broken hook. It's not even attached to the door properly. I hope there's not going to be a fire, because the smoke detector is hanging off the wall. And I know that it may seem like I'm a little picky, but here's my thought process. I paid a bunch of money for this room. 2 nights, $300. And $100 of that $300 goes toward a cleaning fee. Now, I don't know if this is a cleaning fee that the owner, oh, the sun is bright. So I don't know if this is a cleaning fee that the owner wanted to add on, or if it's something that in maybe the state of Ohio or in Cleveland that they require Airbnbs to charge a cleaning fee. But if I'm going to pay $100 cleaning fee, this place had better be clean, like spotless. And what makes me mad is not only is it not spotless, but in the house rules for staying in this Airbnb, you are supposed to take out your trash at, like, on the first floor where the dumpster is at. I'm sorry, but if I'm paying $300 to stay in a place this dirty, and you're saying 100 of that is a cleaning fee, I'm not taking out my trash. I paid my $100 for somebody to take out my trash. Now, of course, you may be thinking, well, why are you complaining? Why didn't you just go somewhere else? Well, first of all, I got here, it was 4 in the morning. Where am I gonna go at 4 in the morning? I could try to find another hotel, like an actual hotel, but the prices are so expensive. I mean, it's like well over $200 for one night to stay in a hotel. And then trying to get a ride over to the hotel, I mean, I didn't want to deal with that. Okay, second option. I stay last night, but then I stay somewhere else tonight. Again, same thing. It's expensive to try and find another place at the last second, and I would have to repack all of my stuff, move it to the new place, and then unpack it again. Third option, contact the owner of the Airbnb and say, look, this place is nasty. You need to clean this, like, now. I could do that, but then it would mean they would probably send someone here to clean while I'm not here, and that means I would need to pack all of my stuff up, lock it up so that, you know, they're not angry maybe and going through my things or taking my things, or while they're cleaning, they get cleaner and stuff on all of my stuff. So my thought process was, okay, I stayed for last night for a few hours. I slept in the bed, and then I'm here this afternoon and tonight, and I'll be leaving in the morning. I'm just gonna make the best of it. Make sure I wear my flip-flops while I'm walking around, try to figure out the shower, and again, wear pajamas when I'm in bed because that's just gross. And it's kind of sad because comparing it to the other Airbnbs, I mean, they were really nice. And this one, not so great. I'm very, very disappointed by this one. But I will say the one pro for this is location. It is close, you know, it's in downtown. It's close to the stuff that I wanted to see, which is why I decided to stay here. But yeah, if you're going to stay in an Airbnb, just maybe try to plan it to where, I mean, obviously I kind of couldn't help it. My train was coming in late, but try to plan it to where you can get there during daytime hours. That way, if you do encounter something like this, you can contact the owner and have them clean or fix something that is broken before you start unpacking. You can complain to actually Airbnb, not just the owner. So maybe if I did reach out to the owner and didn't hear anything back, or maybe they decided to get nasty about how I'm complaining, then I could reach out to Airbnb. But yeah, so not too happy with this Airbnb. So I hope that giving you a tour of this Airbnb and showing you kind of some of the gross things, some of the broken things, the not so great things here, kind of will give you something to think about. Again, the reviews for this place were good and the pictures looked good. But once you actually get to a place and see it in real life and see things up close, and you're pulling back the sheets and seeing the condition of the sheets, or you're in the bathroom using it and you see the condition of it, you might find that it's not that great. But there are options, and hopefully you won't have to encounter something like this. But if you do, or maybe if you have, feel free to leave a comment below. If you have any questions about how to book an Airbnb or things to look out for, feel free to leave a comment below. I will try to get to any of those as soon as I can. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye!